I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Morning, Adam.
You guys missed the pledge, you have to stand there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, item number 2, approve the agenda. I look for motion to approve today's agenda.
So moved.
The correct one.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. And I'd also look for a motion to approve the minutes for our last meeting, February 18th.
I'll make such motion. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meetings attended, Scott?
I didn't have anything last week, I guess. I had community action meeting last week. Pretty much went through the audit report and everything looked good. Then I had workforce development meeting up at Davenport. They seem to be doing okay. Same thing, went through pretty much last year's. And then I had a CEO meeting with the workforce development on Thursday. And then had orientation for community action yesterday.
Yeah.
That's it. They didn't really have any ground shaking information to share. I'll be at Southeastern Regional Planning on Thursday.
No news and good news sometimes.
Yeah.
Last Tuesday night, I had early childhood. I think they actually renamed something else with the redistricting. They had some presentations, some transportation presentations. Again, business as usual, nothing too major. We had a department head meeting Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. No, Thursdays. A lot of good things were brought up. We had some discussions, market the current budget and some other things. Paul wasn't there, so I went ahead and ran that meeting, and I think it went well. We were all comp board meeting Thursday. Got that, I think, pretty well resolved. Conference board, I'm sorry. Yesterday had a meeting with Paul. One from employee had issues, we get those resolved, I believe. And then yesterday, we also had a revised meeting with the sheriff's department. So, a busy week. Hopefully it slows down here pretty soon. Item number 5, input. Anybody that's not on the agenda? Anybody want to address the board?
I might.
You're on number 7.
Oh,
You're number 7.
I might on 13. Maybe.
Okay, sure, yeah. Anybody else? No? All right. Payroll changes? I think we had it. Yeah. Payroll changes. Okay, Stan, you're number 7. You got the floor.
That I approach.
Yes, ma'am. This is in regards to the new shooting range, in case no one else in the gallery knows. We've had a lot of conversation about this over the last 6 months or so, and let's see what's
Yes, I heard about, I'm a little nervous, my voice will be a little shaky. That's right. But I heard about shooting range, didn't know quite where it was. Then I heard conservation boys burned an area off. So I went and checked, and I checked with Mrs. Schultz and the conservation boys, got a little background on it. And for me, I'll start off. I was raised, we mowed the Harrison Cemetery, and it was my great grandfather and great great grandfather buried there along the rest of the family. And both of them was in the Civil War. So And my great great grandfather was a graybeard, so he was like in when he was 60. That's unusual, but anyway, we was growing up and you like to do stuff and couldn't wait till you could mow the cemetery.
Yeah.
And after a few months, you wish you never had. And I want to share what I know about the Louisa County Cemetery. And when I was on the genealogy, we used to have a meetings out here years ago with Jan Haley was one of them, and Frank Bass, and there's a few others, but Jan got the idea of researching how many people were buried in the cemetery out the county home. And in her research, she understood all the records was in a pie safe and a trunk at the end of the center out there. And then when she did the research, it was gone. So we didn't know how many was in the cemetery. So then they got, I don't know who got the penetrating radar to try to find where they were at.
That was a decade ago, maybe? That been a while?
Probably two.
Okay.
Yeah. But water tower with the antenna on top interfered with it. So they couldn't get any signal, so that was abandoned. And we always knew the older county homes, they buried people in the orchard. Is reason, cheapest way to go, let's face it. Because otherwise you'd have to buy a cemetery plot and stuff, so that's where they ended up. And it was, we knew it was in the orchard, and sometime later, when I was on the conservation board, they come around the corner there, and it had been approximately at the northeast corner of the, right along the edge there where the orchard was, I could see like 3 graves, and it was facing north and south, right up in the corner. And I was amazed because the county had burned it off, the grass off, and you couldn't design, make them any square or rectangle, just like a box would be. So in the process, I took some PVC pipe and marked out where I thought the graveyard was, because all the trees was gone by then. And now, going out there, there's the only marker left is in the northwest corner. And I'll back up a little bit. In that process, I was over at the supervisors meeting at the courthouse, and something about Pioneer Cemeteries came up, and Royce Monixon was there, and he was kind of on the Pioneer Cemetery. So I was able to get a rock for a marker. It weighed like 2,000 pounds, and it comes from here in the county. We took we were at north of town. He engraved it for us, and Royce, and I think his boy, mounted it out the cemetery, out the county home rather. So, make a long story short, I know, and you'll look at your, maybe it should be on the back, next to the last page, or it might be the last. It's the middle page. This was taken in 1960, the one in your hand there.
This one?
This new,
Okay.
it has the date on it. And I outlined it, you can see where the orchard was. outlined, you can see the trees in it. And then next page, next to last is about where I seen the graves. And up in, on the right, or left-hand side of the page, you can see it. I have a circle, and that's where the gravestone is. And I was amazed when I went out there yesterday. That area, you could see where a lot of vehicles, and there was a lot of ruts, and I see where the county just mowed the brush off. Somebody let it grow up into brush, more or less. And on this second page, the white page there, the
Okay.
second, okay, there's few observations I had that, you know, years ago, they buried them in the cemetery and it's cost efficient. And if you're burying somebody next to a county home, the cemetery, you'd bury them in the furthest place you could in the orchard because of the residents. And we don't know how many people's buried there because we lost records. And there's so the photo showing the orchard was there at one time. Then my thoughts were that that we need to take care of the orchard cemetery, because like I told somebody outside, you wouldn't want to have your loved ones in a place and somebody put a building on top of it. And I think we should, in the long run, clean it back up more like it should be and put markers for future generations to know that there was a cemetery there. And I have a few pictures here that I took yesterday that I'll just leave with you. And basically, you can kind of tell. The first one I'll give you is northeast corner. There's a post in the fence. And bother the camera.
Yeah.
This one here is standing at the post, and that's a marker. I got same circle there. And this one is standing at the marker looking back at the fence. This is one that standing at the marker looking south.
Is that the marker there?
No, here's the marker
Oh,
right here.
okay.
Couple pictures of the gravestones. And there's a lot of those trash, nothing but the gravestone. This is the overhead pictures of what all the trash was laying where the orchard was right there.
So that circle is where you believe that it's at? Is that what you're trying to
That's,
say?
that's the same as one of the first pictures you looked at.
Okay.
That's mainly to show that there's a lot of ruts and everything out there where.
I'm having trouble trying to orientate that picture with,
My approach.
yes, you may. I'm having trouble trying to orientate this picture with the current picture. Because here's the road. And all the stuff's off to the side. And this looks like it's I don't think they moved the road.
This is the road, this here is right up here. See, here's where the building was and here's the road coming in. There's no road to here. There's no road there.
Is not this road the same as that road?
Yes,
Okay,
here's the trees on the north side of right here.
right, so it would be orientated this direction.
Yeah.
This is the road, that's the road, here's the trees, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is 1960.
Yeah,
This here,
yeah. I
there's
get it.
no road there.
So here is where you're indicating that the cemetery was, right?
Yes,
Okay, well, that would, this is, from what I take, is right here.
yeah, but cemetery is right here.
Okay.
Is right that this line through here was a fence. Then this road here runs alongside where a fence would be. See this outline here? That would be right here.
Yeah, okay. So it's not gonna intrude on the cemetery from what I can see.
I don't know where it's going.
Right here, it's right here. That's the spot.
Oh,
That's the gun range.
okay, yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to know that information because we've ran this by quite a few supervisors and historical people, and everybody kept kind of giving us a thumbs up. So it's nice to know that
Is the rock still there?
the rock is still there. Yes. Well, it was 2 days ago. I don't know why.
It was yesterday. But the other point I was trying to make, we need to put it back to like it was. Cause it's still a cemetery.
Keep it cleaned up and mowed.
And maybe, like I said, put some markers where it's at. Cornerstones.
Okay,
Keep people from driving on
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't want people driving to the range right over the top of them.
Yeah,
it. Yeah, we can see what we can do with that. Not. I think there was a vehicle that did drive out there because we had that water main break from the
Yeah.
water tower. So it was a little messed up right there because we had a water main break.
yeah,
That water main was abandoned, but they abandoned it clear up by the jail. They didn't abandon it at the water tower. So, or I mean, vice versa. And so that water line was still charged when it shouldn't have been. And it broke. It made a big mess out there.
so I wanna thank you for your time.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Thanks for your input.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Okay.
Is that classified as a pioneer cemetery?
Technically, yeah, I guess it would be because no one's been buried there for a long time. So yes, it would be.
Is there public roads to all pioneer cemeteries in White County?
No.
So you're at the mercy of the farmer, let you through per se?
I believe you have an easement back.
You
Well,
can walk.
Well,
may
this
not
one's
be able
got
to
an
drive
easement, but
back.
there's also other pioneer cemeteries.
You can,
I just wondered if there was an easement to them.
I don't know.
And you're saying, no, I'm not.
I'm not sure that all I can do.
Just because it hadn't been, somebody buried in that cemetery for a long time, doesn't designate it as a pioneer cemetery.
But some of them are designated as a pioneer
Yeah.
cemetery.
Yes.
You do have some.
I don't know what the criteria for that is.
Is there a map of them anywhere? Or
It's
a history
online.
of them all?
It is online. If you look it up.
Somebody's got it. Courthouse.
Randy Griffin does a lot with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've been helping put some
on-
signs up.
There is a board for
Board on
that,
that
yeah,
stuff.
there's a Pioneer Cemetery board, so.
It's,
Most of them take.
Yeah, it
everybody
shrunk
like
quite a bit
those.
this past year.
We donate money to the Pioneer Cemetery through the county budget every year. Not a lot, but we do it.
So you know whether it's 5 or 10, I don't know how many there is, but you donate to people that ask for it.
There's a board.
There's a board.
And we donate
to them,
money to
and
the board. They're supposed to take care of them. Yeah, that's what it's saying. Okay. Okay, thank you, Stan. Appreciate that. All right, let's move right along to item number 8. Cigarette and tobacco permit for, and I'm not gonna pronounce the name, the new people that have taken over the Grandview gas station. I would look,
Permits all in order.
as far as I can tell.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion second, I can find my paper.
You can't approve it if you can't pronounce her name. Who do we know?
How about you, like to take a shot at it?
Danisha.
Danisha, we're gonna say Danisha.
Okay. It's on the agenda.
I think that's a silent age.
Motion second, is there any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All,
Yeah, it's different.
it's all done online.
It's all done online now.
Item number 9,
Streets, the power plant.
let's talk, about item number 9, and then we'll turn it over to Adam, because
Oh, yeah?
all kinds of stuff.
70th
That's,
is
yeah.
power plant.
Adam,
Okay.
we got a
They're
Winter
coming
Stream.
at the end of the year.
There you
I knew
Dad
that.
had problems.
I knew that, but just don't know why.
I couldn't remember which way the number. That makes more sense.
Walk right in. Come back and look.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen,
No.
I know there's a couple.
Full,
I think
full,
there
it's
is.
in full.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah.
Okay, we have a application here from Windstream to bury a cable on K Avenue, L Avenue, 65th Street and 70th Street. Adam, you all right with this?
Yep, this is, out there, out by Cindy's house. Up there, around, so it's a, Windstream, fiber home, her project, so. Most of it's in the city out there, so.
Are they already 265th and they're just coming on the town over there?
No, this is going down, was it Oak Street,
Okay.
heading out towards the church out there, and
Oh, this says K Avenue.
yes, it's right there at the corner at, Bobby Murray's place, so.
Okay.
Not more than a few feet there, so.
Okay. Well, I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Still not a big Windstream fan.
I'm not either,
I'm gonna hold that grudge for that Waplo Bridge
Well,
forever.
so interesting thing about Windstream, they're doing that, work that we approved up by Ellen School and actually called in to ask if they could change the permit. I said no, so. Good for you.
All right, motion is second, any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Stuff.
Date, what's date?
When,
25th, yeah.
motion in second, if you wanna have her fill that out. Then you go ahead and give us your update if you want.
Okay, updates, kind of a busy week this week. After this morning, I'm gonna meet with some representatives of the proposed solar project up there. They're coming to me with a road use agreement. In the last one, we demanded that a developer put down a bunch of rock and calcium and grade it up and all that. That's kind of my starting point. A little bit different on this one than the last one, that all the roads to get to the site are ours. So we've got a little bit bigger jurisdiction and potential issue there, so we're gonna kind of work through that. I don't know where they're at on zoning and all of those, but as part of the zoning process, that they have to have an agreement with us, so. I meet with them today. Tomorrow, we got another one about a paving project, I guess, and then Thursday is our safety meeting. It's at the ambulance barn at 8:30. We are in a grant group, right? And part of the grant to allow us to get further grants, we have a local road safety plan that kind of identifies our major roads that are, you know, potential for projects to upgrade and things like that. So, so we've got some consultants from DOT and Iowa County Engineers, safety board, coming, so.
Are you guys gonna be able to attend that one?
I should be able to.
I won't be able to.
I'll have to post an agenda then.
Yeah.
Things going on, so.
Yeah, so it'll be 30 to 11 or something like that, so. Got that going on, I'm gonna meet with the DOT sometime, either Friday or next week to talk about the bypass. Detour around Columbus Junction there and all that for the next phase. I presume they'll get starting going, you know, sometime in March, so.
Bypass around Wapello, apparently this year they're talking about purchases, maybe?
I've heard, and I know some people have been contacted for preliminary environmental and right away stuff. They haven't given me an update, so probably, using next week or whatever is reason next to get an update on that.
Okay.
So that's going on, what else is going on? Oh, next week I'll bring you plans and specifications for that salt shed project. I will do kind of a quality-based selection for the hoop structure. And we will do a published plans and specifications for the concrete work. So we'll, I'll put it out to local bidders and all that, so. That's the way we did it last time and it worked out fine, so. So that's going on there. Do you guys have a chance to talk about the?
We have consensus.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Good, so, yeah, you know, a thing we're looking at too, you know, when the DOT has 92 all torn up, it's gonna be difficult for us to get rock east of Junction, so we're gonna try over. Hopefully before that, to get as much of it hauled across as we can, because we probably won't be able to get back over there till October.
No, you can't, it's just a long way around.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and I don't wanna take a lot of loaded dump trucks through Columbus Junction in the city. I mean, it's gonna have to happen just because we'll have projects and stuff like that, but. So, lots going on, you know, the snow's off the road, so we're out waiting. And get some rock hauled and stuff like that. I'm buying a used tank car from, Des Moines County. We're gonna get that next Wednesday, so we have some guys kind of doing some prep on that, so. So, you know, lots of things, happening here, so. It's not always like it, but there are weeks that we're really running hard, so.
weather helps.
Yes, it does, absolutely, so.
Good deal.
So, any questions for me, anything going on, so.
Was approached the other day by a citizen out of James Gipple. And he had somebody approach him about, I think it was from the DOT, about floodplain stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
He was wanting to know kind of if that was legit or what they're doing. I mean, I didn't know he was in a floodplain.
Yeah. Well, I know there's a floodplain that parallels Otter Creek, I guess. And I know that's kind of what got the transportation into the floodplain. I'll have to ask about it, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, if you maybe contact him,
Okay.
because he was wanting somebody to tell him what that was about. So.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Have to check that out, so. Other than that, just pretty busy right now, so.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you.
Adam. Item number 10 is closing some road down, Brandon. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I don't know all the details. Muscatine County and a group's doing a triathlon. They're doing swimming, running, and they're biking, and it comes down to Keopec and then back up. So they want to close that road down. That is the day of our golf tournament that we have, which is a big event. We're gonna try to send a squad car down to help them out, but they'll have enough people to close down the road. So bikes will come down and the road can be opened back up when the bikes start going back north again. So they said max 30 minutes on the roads.
That's something we have to get him involved with.
I don't know.
Yeah, I will. I will give my blessing, so that's all I can say.
Wow. All right. It's official.
Jesus, King shut.
Those words.
You have to do it too, so.
Close it for parades.
All right, well, I'll look for a motion to, August 2nd. 8:30 to 8:30 is closing, the road, Stewart Road, next 61.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
More discussion. All those in favor say aye. That in paper.
We'll throw it on Facebook. too.
Yeah.
We'll throw it on.
What date is that?
August 2nd.
Saturday, first Saturday.
You wanna try to go to Kilpack Lane down there on
Yeah, right.
8:30.
Yeah.
Only second.
Unless you bike it, because you probably get around sheriff car.
Hey, you could get in the
Put a
truck.
number on.
He is, he's doing it.
Item number 11, Jacob, you're on.
Hey, our maintenance guys have been running around doing bird breaks, or were before it got warm and muddy. The skid steer's been running pretty hard the last couple weeks, which is awesome. No issues I can speak of so far. Some leaks around some seals, but we think it was cold weather related, so we're gonna keep an eye on it this week as it warms up. It's at secondary roads today and tomorrow and maybe yesterday, today and tomorrow. They're doing some clearing with the grapple, and so we get to use it occasionally. We've been plowing at the courthouse and the complex. Tanner, our technician right now, is working on getting a CDL. He passed his courthouse test, the CLP, and in March, I'm not sure when, he's gonna go up to, I was in Mason City or somewhere, and they have trucking school basically. And so it's a 2-day event. It's really cheap rates compared to if you go to the college and take it. They really made it tough to get a CDL nowadays, but so he's gonna get that good, and then he'll be able to drive the skid steer with our trailer wherever he goes, and he'll also be air brakes, everything that, it'll be overkill for us, but on par for secondary roads, in case there needs to be some emergency management stuff needs to happen, we can throw Tanner and do it. We're preparing for spring burning, and so it's getting all our equipment ready for that. Just, we're all hands on deck right now. It feels like spring is already here, just running like crazy.
Fall spring.
It is fall spring. I understand. I'm on that board, but it feels like it. So we're running, getting projects together, making sure that we have all our stuff lined up for new fiscal year projects. And
Trying to remind everybody it's still February.
oh, I love it. I'm here for winter. This is my season. I don't like.
Just a few days though.
Yeah.
Correct. I was told, I know it's not spring, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy it. So I was like, oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Our naturalists have been in and out of the schools doing programs. Right now they have a planetarium that they get from the AEAs. It's a big air blown up hoop or circle kind of, and there's a projector in the middle and it projects on all the walls. So then the kids can come in and then we can sit on the ground and they can talk about constellations and planets, and it's really neat. They tour all the schools around here. It was at Morning Sun Library a couple Fridays ago, whenever they had, all these kids were out of school for conferences, so. Yeah, they've been in and out and cleaning and organizing the office, getting ready for spring too, so. I think everybody around here is doing the same thing, just on emails. People are getting stuff. I'm looking into potentially a new shop roof for next year. We get wet all the time in there and we figure better fix it before it really starts hurting things. An Eden Park shelter is in my wheelhouse. We have funding from the Eden Park Trust Fund. So it'll be free to us basically, but it was in the 5-year plan I think they created a while ago, so it just needs done. And then I'm helping out a lot of maintenance, doing projects and running around, so
When do they start that disc golf project?
We are going to try to burn it this spring because it goes through some of the prairie and in the forest as well. So we're gonna try to do some burning, get it all bare, so that way we can set the posts and then mow what's already burnt instead of trying to mow the prairie.
Right.
It'd be way easier that way. So, basically when it thaws out and we can get them, they're from Missouri.
Okay.
We're just in contact with them. I expect it to be totally done by July 1st. Hopefully paid for and everything.
Great.
Yeah, that's all I got. I might stick around for Sam stuff if you don't go in close session.
Meeting's Monday, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
coming up so fast.
Okay, Kurt, you're next.
Not sure if you kept the one from last week, it's basically the same, just one.
Oh, you weren't here, we threw it away.
That's fine. Since I wasn't at the last meeting last week or last month, numbers look high, but it's just because it was such a long time since I've been in front of you guys. Still working the same average workload that we have as far as claims go. I knock one out and another one walks in. And we're at $320,000 from monetary compensation from VA to our vets. Budget, you can see 52% is what I have remaining. I've got a spend plan for all of it, no issues. We had a couple of deaths at the Wapello care facility, bringing the numbers down a little bit. And then you can see there for the third quarter assistance, I added the balance of those accounting lines just to show you. I think most of that money will be turned back over to the county at the end of fiscal year. I did have last week and yesterday some veterans come in for assistance. Probably about $1,000 to $1,200 between food and utilities. Training, we got the dates, April 14th to 17th, I'll be in Des Moines for spring school. That training will give me some of my continuing education units. And then I'll be back in the office that Thursday, potentially Friday as well, to make up for not being here if vets need me to be here. One trip coming up for the van. And then outreach, we have still working on getting into Wapello and Junction nursing homes once a month. I go to the American Legion and the VFW meetings, not every month, but I kind of spread it around so where I'm hitting them. I hit one of them each month or every other month. Just giving them an update on what's going on, new changes and whatnot. I'm going to spend some money in our advertising account with a mailer. I'll get with the assessor's office and they can give me a list of veterans that are tax-free, and from that I have addresses and I can target specifically the vets. And then I'm working on updating the county VA Facebook page. I talked to Adam on his way out. We have a sign on the building, but if you're not looking at the building when you drive by, you don't see it. And I still have veterans that ask me, oh, where are you at? And if they don't know where I'm at, then how many veterans don't even know that I exist? So I would like to put up a sign facing 99 and then also on 61. He gave me about $100, $150 per sign. So 2 signs, $300 to $400 is what I would think. And I can work things. I would cut somewhere to get that if that's possible, if you guys would approve it.
And that's using the prison industries, I'm assuming.
Yeah, to get the signs, and then he have to come for the one on 99, he'd have to contact Iowa DOT, get permission for that, but he doesn't see that would be an issue.
I don't see a problem with that, do you guys?
I don't know.
As long as you work with Adam and the
Oh, yeah.
DOT to get them where they
Yeah.
wanna be, I don't have an issue with that at all.
That's
As long
all.
as they're not.
No, they'll be exactly the same one that's on the building here.
Okay, yeah.
And actually I I have 2 of them already made.
No question? Okay.
Perfect.
Good to go.
I had, before the meeting, we talked about, that pallet of sandbags.
Oh, yeah,
It's all taken care of.
you found it?
No, but
Oh.
based on what you said, it was probably at full instruction, so.
Yeah.
It's not where,
Okay.
it's not in the way anymore.
Okay,
so
good, all right. Good,
We're all
thanks for
good.
following up on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We were all kind of like, well, we heard about them. There's this.
I talked to Chris, she's like,
I've never selling the sandbags and nobody
it's
knew.
not up there, and I looked at his
Yeah.
place over here, and it's not in his
Okay.
shed over here. And then Tracy told me that he.
Junction. All right, fair enough.
I don't think
I
so.
thought we took it out.
Okay, thank you.
The next time it won't be tabled until next week. I just got word from Adam. She's
Okay.
going to do it.
Oh, step aside.
We'll table item 13 then, we'll come back next week. Any further business needs to be brought before?
When I had someone at Pioneer Cemetery, you
Talk about samples.
allow money to clean it up to individual private people. And one of the
I have the wrong one, but.
goals is to let the public in there to access, it's part of it getting the
I
money.
think the public can access them anyway.
Well, no, they're on private ground, and somebody keep you off,
I think there's access to the Pioneer cemeteries. I don't think you can drive up to them, but I think you're allowed to walk up to them.
Open meeting while they're,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think that's-
But it's not gonna be a good idea if it did. I'm not telling anybody else does it. I'm
Some
saying-
are probably
I don't know, I'll
a little
look back
better
and I'll
than
look into that.
there's still a lot of family,
Picking it down.
cemeteries around too that, you know,
Not these
qualify.
guys.
And so I agree with you. There's just little family plots on people behind them, so.
Well, third table, why not?
The only thing.
They probably, don't they have a presence on the web that you can look
Say it
through?
again?
The list of it.
If you go on the beacon site
That's what
You want to be?
with the spot where you can put cemeteries on.
So it said, oh, yeah.
It'll tell you all.
And what do you go, like, it's Pioneer Cemetery?
voted in.
and what's
No,
voted
it
every
just
year?
says
Well, but
cemeteries.
he should have.
It just says cemeteries, it doesn't say
Okay.
Pioneer, it just says cemeteries.
With the license.
But it has them all listed up there from what I can see.
It's a little more serious than.
You good?
than,
Looks for a motion to adjourn.
So move out. Second.
We're not ready to say, well,
We can't find.
It's, hold until next week.
5 miles an hour.
You need your.